Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to put together a very basic and quick guide for you, for those that are even advanced, even if you're a newcomer to Apex Legends, at how to effectively climb and how it can be very, very beneficial. So essentially just scaling walls, climbing walls. I'm going to show you a quick exercise here on this wall, and I even have the input overlay so you can see my inputs on how to effectively climb on Apex Legends. So hopefully I'll keep this really, really quick. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. So first off, climbing is very monumental because obviously one, it gets you scaled up and you can climb various areas. The biggest thing to remember, we'll start basic and then we'll get a little more advanced, a little fancy as you like stick to walls. But remember, when you're hugging a wall, just holding W, you'll stick to the wall like glue. You'll notice as like I hold W and then I hold A and I can move just a little bit to the left, to the right, and so forth. This is monumental for climbing walls, to avoiding a gunfight, to even, let's say, a grenade. So if I throw a grenade on the wall and I need to close the distance a bit more and like I'm stuck in a room, you'll probably still take a little damage, but realize how much less damage I took compared to just standing here and taking the full blast. So there's a monumental difference in improving as you start to utilize the climb to either getting away from a fight, to scaling the side of a little mountain or something. You've seen that getting height and taking positioning is always king. So let's get a little more advanced. We've already kind of talked about the basics, avoiding explosions, avoiding grenades, even if there was a nade like right underneath you, to get higher, to even use it as a wall. If somebody's chasing you, how you can scale a wall and kind of juke them and then look in a different area. But let's talk about an exercise. Whenever I started the game, this is what I did to actually warm up and practice on Apex Legends and how I got comfortable. It was scaling these walls right here. So what I did is I practiced on getting comfortable climbing really thin walls like so. Climbing, climbing, climbing. And you can slide jump on these, by the way. You can slide jump even as you do a quick one and kind of get a faster movement speed. But notice the biggest thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to climb this. This is the exercise now. Climb this. Scale that, and then kind of just walk back and forth and just keep scaling. The thing is that I'm working on here is that it's a very tight spot, but once you got your crosshair like right over anything you want to climb, it's pretty much GG at that point. And these are very thin walls, and the beauty behind this, if you're scaling like a wall, notice how my input here, and we're going to go over this input in just a second, how you climb and kind of work, because it's not just a straight climb, you're kind of scaling left and right. So I want to break that down to its most simplistic form for you guys. And we're going to talk about this input by input. So climbing a wall, obviously you stick like glue, just hold W. You can hold shift if you have auto run, that's fine. I just hold shift out of habit. But just climbing the wall, you just go up, you go up, right? The next thing when you're here is you hold W forward. Now let's talk about as you start to scale the wall and you want to go towards the left or a different angle. So essentially hop on that like glue, and then you hold W, you're going to stick to glue like it, and then you hold A or D, or if you're on controller, you hold the direction that you want to go. You hold the stick to the upper left-hand corner, and you're going to keep doing that and just kind of like scale various parts of this. This is a very thin wall, which is why I recommend practicing this. And the reason why you want to practice this outside of Apex for a little while is that when you're in a gunfight, you're always going to be way too stressed out in a gunfight to really like apply this logic. But if you apply it here and you can do it without thinking, you can just kind of vibe, kind of just climb on stuff, you're going to be much more calm and in the moment when you actually need to scale a building. You can do this on World's Edge, you can do this on various parts of pretty much anything. If you think about it, you can try to scale it. And that's kind of the beauty behind it. So if you say, okay, oh, I'm getting away from a gunfight, I need to just keep climbing, and you can think about all little things that you can climb and just keep scaling. And if you need to get to a really weird spot, let's say like there was a ledge here and you just can't get over, then you just climb a little bit and you bounce over. There's many different ways that you can spin this so you can get to a different unique spot to make sure that you are getting up there. So if, like on the side of a building, even as you saw there, you scale up and you bounce and then boom. You know, little things. The little things make a big difference. So again, just to recap, remember that you can utilize this input to avoid grenades. Let's see if I have a grenade. Like, so if there's one nearby and you're like, oh shoot, and you're stuck in a closed area, you can use it to get up higher. You can use it just to scale the wall, even if you drop back down. But it's really, really big to avoid much of anything. Because sometimes what happens is that you'll just get spammed with grenades and you really have nowhere to go, and you really don't, but at least you can scale the wall to minimize the damage as much as humanly possible. Do the same thing to juke people. So if somebody's chasing you and running up on you, and then you're reloading, and then you just need to scale the wall or do something, you can use that as well. It's kind of an out, just so you're just not standing here doing nothing. And then you can do like a quick wall bounce, short wall bounce, anything of that nature. You kind of put it in, which we have a video as well on wall bouncing. And of course the exercise itself, just scale these walls. Take your time, practice it, get comfortable, run around, If you get comfortable with this, rest assured you're going to be a pro at climbing. I know this is a very basic guide, but I feel like once you're doing it and you got your balance going, it's more of an advanced guide in the long run, because I even see people who are really good at the game for some reason struggle with climbing. I was one of them myself until I actually took the time just to do a quick exercise like that. But again, I want to thank you guys all so much for watching. Hopefully the keyboard overlay helps. I know a lot of people requested it, so going forward on all my videos, if I have a guide or tutorial, I'm going to put that on screen. Sorry if it's a little too small, if it's too large. Definitely we'll take your feedback, and then we'll continue to improve. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Happy New Year's. Again, first video of the year. Stream will be tomorrow, and I can't wait to see you guys then. Bye, everybody.